Sare Gora Bhakavenda
Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vaswati Bhaktavinda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vaswati
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vaswati Bhaktavinda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Prabhupada ki Janita Vila Pakistan Vishnu Paramhamsa Parabhadacharya Sutara Shishimaj Bangwes Sampanacharya Nitis Panacharya Savior of the whole world Jagaguru Chapapa ki Natakoti Vaishnavanda Namacharya Brahmacharya Haridas ki Parisika Shishita Paranitanda Shatara Das Vasa Gurvata ki Radha Krishna Vipanda Samakramana Vijay Makuna, Vijay Navanda, Vijay Nakamai, Vijay Vasudev, Vijay Sonarata Bhatakunda, Vijay Vinay Bhakti Bhakti Maharaj, Vijay Vinay Kapchadram Maharaj, Vijay Pitagura Prananda, Vijay Satsangam, all glories of your Shri Guru and Shri Guru and the Namaskritya Narachayana Devi Saraswati Vyasa Tatu Devi Nasapraya Shubhadresu Nityam Bhavata Sevaya Avadu Tamasuki Bhakti Bhakti Naistuki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Rangasiya Yanatana Salakaya Chakshurtanena
Tasmai Shri Guru Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vaswati Gaura Bhaktavrinda
Panchakapatarvara Sikha Kripa Sindhaya Vacha Atstana Pavana Vidyo Vaishna Vidyo Namo Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Rama Hare Hare
Yantarashma Bhagwat Gita Ki
Jaya.
So we chapter 6
25.
25.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, no, we stop at 24 where Krishna Prabhupada was describing that we have to have courage, and he gave an analogy of a little sparrow that had the determination to drown the whole ocean to get her eggs. Eventually, she attracted the mercy of a bigger bird, Garud. Garud came, and then behold, the desire of the little sparrow was fulfilled. So Prabhupada is encouraging us to show the same determination, the same desire, that even though Krishna consciousness, Bhakti Yoga, is very tough, very difficult, very, very hard, but with, by the mercy of Krishna, that it will be easy. He will make everything possible for us when we attain our desire. Going back home, back to God in this one lifetime. Prabhupada assured us. So today we are going to continue from 25. And 25 says, Senai Samyao Paramed Buddha Yadriti Gretaya Atma Samstam Mahagretva Nakinchada Vichitayet.
Gradually, step by step, one should become situated in the trance by the means of intelligence and sustained by full conviction. And thus the mind should be fixed on the self alone and should think of nothing else.
By proper conviction and intelligence, one should gradually cease sense activities. This is called prayatra, prayahara, pratyahara. Sorry. Yeah, the mind being controlled by conviction, meditation, and cessation from the senses should be situated in trance or samadhi. At that time, there is no longer any danger of becoming engaged in the material conception of life. In other words, although one is involved in the matter, as long as the material body exists, one should not think about sense gratification. One should think of no pleasure aside from the pleasure of the Supreme Self. This state is easily attained by the really practicing Krishna consciousness. So here, Prabhupada is telling us, explaining that the process of stopping all sense gratificatory things is called Pratyahatara. That's when we stop and then dovetail into Krishna consciousness. Say that this process can only be achieved easily if we take the practice of Krishna consciousness, and the only possible the only possible person that can give us this opportunity is the spiritual master. So we have to surrender unto the lotus feet of our spiritual master. By that, Krishna will take charge, because Krishna is not different from the spiritual master, and vice versa. So the job becomes very possible. The Herculean task becomes very easy when we surrender to the living Guru that we see. Then Prabhupada has assured us that it is possible in this lifetime, because it has already gone there to prepare for us. So we need to use that faith to connect, and that determination to connect. So get to text 26.
Yato yato nishchalati manasa tasya tato nityayat atmaneva sammayet. From wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certainly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of self.
Well, we have already seen that the mind is acting like a small baby, small child. Small child will always want to disturb. You bring the child, stay here. You hold him by the hand and stay here. You go, bring him back. You always, it's not like you have done this one, he will touch this one, touch this one, touch this. That's how the mind works. So that's a very beautiful analogy. Sometimes people wonder, why is it my mind is going here? Why is it I'm practicing, I'm trying my best, but my mind is going here, here, here. Why? So the person somehow feels discouraged. Why can't my mind settle down? But it is the duty of the mind, the nature of the mind, duty and nature. The mind cannot stay one place. That is the way Krishna arranged the mind. So the mind will always be moving here and there. And then it is our duty as adults, we are adult to the mind. The intelligence is higher than the mind. So intelligence should always be bringing the mind back to the normal position. While the mind is going, the intelligence will bring in the mind. Every now and then, you keep on working on that until one leaves his body. It's not like I finished controlling my mind today, let me rest. No, the mind will always be doing that. The only condition is when one becomes a pure devotee. And even when you become pure devotee, you still have a peculiar task over there to control the mind, because the mind will be all otherwise your disciples will all run away. By that time, you'll be controlling the minds of your disciples as a pure devotee. You make sure that they are not deviating, they follow the path. In other words, it's you still have the anxiety to continue controlling the mind of unlimited number of people. So we have to learn the process very nicely. Then we get to 27.
Prasanta manasa
Pratma yogi ramso kamotamam upayati santarajasam
Brahma Bhuta Kalamasya.
The yogi whose mind is fixed on me verily attains the highest perfection of transcendental happiness. He is beyond the mode of passion. He realizes his qualitative identity with the Supreme, and thus he is freed from all reactions to past deeds. 28. Yonjannevasadatmanam yogi vijata karma saha sukena brahma samspritam atyatman sukam asnute.
Thus, the self-control yogi, constantly engaged in yoga practice, become free from all material contamination and achieve the highest stage of perfect happiness in the transcendental loving service of the Lord.
29. Sarva Bhuta Stam Atmanam Sarva Bhutani Chatmani Ikshati Yoga Yukatma Sarva Samadasana. A true yogi observes me in all beings and also sees everything in me. Indeed, the self-realized person sees me, the same Supreme Lord, everywhere. Ishwara Sarva Bhutana Hridaya say, Arjuna, this is still. The Lord in his Paramatma feature is situated within both the heart of the dog and that of the Brahmana. That's what Prabhupada is emphasizing it in the purport here. So just look at it like what he tells us in 5:18, that the humble and gentle sage, sees with equal vision, learned Brahmana, the cow and the cow dog eater, the dog and dog eater, the cow, the elephant, everything equally with equal vision. So Prabhupada is telling that when one becomes a pure devotee, he doesn't discriminate in that consciousness. And having reached that position, then he sees everybody, he gives respect, because he gives regard, because everything is Krishna and Krishna is everything. At that stage, there is no distinction. But those who don't have pure knowledge, when they jump into claiming that everything is God, that is where problem comes. That is where this impersonalism. I am God. When I do meditation, I become God like Krishna. No, it's not like that. This is different from the conception of seeing God in everything and seeing everything in relationship with Krishna, God. So it is out of perfection of service, when one has reached the perfection of being a self-realized person through service, devotional service, that he can assume this position. And there's no possibility, there's no way that he will go back and start thinking that he is Krishna one day, or he will become Krishna one day after meditation. No, because he has passed through rigorous training to understand the difference between his soul and the super soul, the Jiva and the Jiva Atma. He has passed through and he will not fall down again. Now we go to 2030.
Yoma pasyanti sarvatra sarvam cha mai pasyanti tasyam na pasyami sa me na pasyanati. For one who see me everywhere and see everything in me, I never lost nor he ever lost to me.
Yeah.
This is important.
Very, very important, Prabhu. A person in Krishna consciousness certainly sees Lord Krishna everywhere, and he sees everything
It's Krishna.
in Krishna. Such a person may appear to see all separate manifestations of the material nature, but in each and every instance, he is conscious of Krishna, knowing that everything is a manifestation of Krishna and Krishna's energy. Nothing can exist without Krishna, and Krishna is the Lord of everything. This is the basic principle of Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is the development of love of Krishna, a position transcendental even to material liberation. At this stage of Krishna consciousness, beyond self-realization, the devotee becomes one with Krishna in the sense that Krishna becomes everything for the devotee, and the devotee becomes full in loving Krishna. You see, we had already talked about this earlier, that the devotee is always seeing everything in relation to Krishna. This computer is Krishna because it's Krishna's energy that is used to produce it. So Krishna's energy and his energy and himself, they are not different, they are the same. This is Krishna's characteristics. This is Krishna's good. This is good Krishna. This is cloth. This is bad. This table is Krishna because he used Krishna's energy to produce it. So where is Maya now? Where is Maya? Maya is nothing. Now Maya is not anywhere because even Maya herself is Krishna that transformed into Maya. Material energy. Krishna said that this material energy of mine is very difficult to overcome. Maya is his own material energy, and he created it to help us to understand who he is. So Maya is not bad. The influence of Maya, okay, look at even the citation of Hiranyakashipu, citation of Kamsa in the scripture. Kamsa is Krishna in manifestation in another way. When he was killing the sons of Devaki, those children that I was smashing, he would kill them. They are narrators, our narrators. That's symbolism. So it's not like the child that were killed were not actually being killed. Okay, so everything is Krishna. So if one about some people who don't understand it, will say, Kamsa is a very wicked king. No, it's not. It's Krishna. Hiranyakashipu was, he just came and Krishna said, okay, go down, let me come and play with you. All those things demonically, Kamsa was not, Hiranyakashipu was doing. It's all like Krishna was enjoying it. In other words, it's Krishna is bringing pleasure to his lordship. Okay, so that's nothing. If one comes to this level, a glimpse of coming to this level self, because it's very difficult for us to come to that level. But a glimpse of understanding it, everything becomes beautiful for us. So Krishna is wonderful. Prabhuji, say something now.
That's correct, Prabhu. So, okay. I was studying, actually I was listening one story. Okay. So, what happened, Prabhu? The same what you told, right? The same thing was said in the story also. Okay. The only thing is the very purpose is Krishna. I mean, it's like we have came in a box. Okay. So whatever we are seeing is just being manifested for us to test myself. Means you are all alone here, bro. For example, everything else is being created by Krishna to test you, whether you can find me or not. So what we do, we lose our focus and involve in other things. But if we remember that Krishna is testing me by bringing everything, so I'm only the real, rest is Krishna. Now, if I know that rest is Krishna, then always remember Krishna. Because this entire world has been created by Krishna for me, to test me. If I have this thing in my mind now, I will never
Yeah, and there's no separation. At that time, there won't be separation. At that time, there won't be lamentation. At that time, you won't even be happy, you won't be sorrowful. You just remain equanimous, that's balanced. You remain stable. Things are happening, heavy things that will devastate
This
you.
body actually rented house, bro. This is a body of rented house given by Krishna.
And again, yeah, you are occupying it. The soul is inside. So when you use it very nicely, it becomes wonderful. And it says the man is the best of our friend. The man can also be the worst. If the man is controlled, that's you realize that it's not me, it's Krishna's body. It's Krishna gave it. Not that this body is like spiritual body of Krishna. No. But Krishna empowered the body for me to reside in the body, to now realize who I am. I am residing inside the body, using the body as a machine, as a vehicle. You know, when the body is finished, I will go over there. So what is the need for me to lament that this body is bad or this body is good? I'm just residing there temporarily.
And one more thing, Prabhu, I was thinking that, for example, if I want to see Krishna, so it's not that I have to meditate so many years to see Krishna, but there's some easy way to see Krishna. The one is the Guru. Guru is the extension of Krishna. The Bhagwat Gita, Bhagavatam is the extension of Krishna. It's Krishna itself. So if we can think like this now, I mean, Krishna is present right now, in his words are there, and he is not indifferent from his words. Similarly, Bhagavatam is Krishna itself, because Krishna has told that Bhagavatam, all this 12 cantos are his body only. So indirectly, Krishna is, we can see whenever we want Krishna. Only things, what we think that we cannot see in the same form, but the extension form is already available.
We need to purify ourselves to begin to understand this thing. It's easy, but it's difficult at the same time. Easy when the mind is purified. The mind is not thinking ahead, higher than the body. The mind is aloof, the mind is outside the body. Then he will understand the position, the true position of the body, and the true position that this is not me, this is not, I'm just using this body. But it's difficult when the mind is, clouded, with busy things. Then the mind will not do now. The mind will be suppressed. The body will take up, and the body will start thinking for the mind. Then that's when the body will start thinking, my wife, my children, my country, my friends, my enemy, my work, I'm happy, I'm enjoying, I'm poor, I'm rich. The body has taken over.
One more example I want to give. In mathematics, okay, to solve a puzzle, we first assume that the value is x, and then everything's automatically got resolved.
Yes.
Similarly, here we need to assume that Guru is Krishna. Similarly, we need to start assume, and everything is automatically solved.
Fall in, yeah.
Yes, and Krishna will reflect. So first thing is that what Guru says, what Veda says, we have to assume and believe. If we do, see, because mind is diverting, Prabhu.
It's diverting.
And if I have to first take this and assume it's Krishna. And whatever Guru says is Guru is Krishna, or words are Krishna. First, we have to assume and believe that the Krishna, and the rest, everything will be
The rest will
followed.
fall in. But that's why we are talking, we are saying the same that to come to that platform, we need to be purified. We need mind to be always be purified so that you be able to capture the essence and realize it and apply it. Otherwise,
And how to purify mind.
yeah, by the instruction, following the instruction of the Guru.
Exactly. Yes,
When you are
Lord.
following the instruction, you are purified. You're taking Krishna Prasad, you seeing Krishna every day, and it's a gradual process. Gradually, it will be, the realization becoming small, small, small. Because it took so many years, centuries.
Prabhu, see, eating prasadam, this all things are there. But if you want immediate purification, the best is to take surrender to Guru or Vaishnavas. Even hearing from you is purification happening through. And this is the shortest way to
Yes,
listen from a Vaishnava.
yes, yes. That's the purest way, sure.
Because the Kripa is also come along
You
with
know,
that.
Nashta Prayasha Badvesu, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavata Uttama, so Bhakti Bhavati, Nasiki.
Correct.
Otherwise, there's no possibility. If you are not always listening to the sadhu, Bhagavatas, if you are not listening, if you are not reading it, if you are not hearing them, you are not hearing, there's no way you will understand. When you hear, and you hear, whether you understand or you don't understand, continue to hear. Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. Continue. Gradually, the thing will be almost immediately vanquished. The sinful nature that is blocking our vision, almost vanquished. Sorry. So, beautiful.